Welcome back, everybody. Today, as I told you, we are being trained, the faculty is being trained on getting ready for next week when you guys come back live. I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of you personally next week. Hopefully, you're looking forward to coming back as well. Just a quick reminder, we have a quiz on Friday. The last few days, we've done one operation at a time. We did addition with integers. Integers means it could include negatives. Then we did subtraction, then we did multiplication, then division. Today we're going to put them all together. Obviously, it's not realistic just to have one operation at a time. So we still have to follow PEMDAS, which means in this first example, I'll give you a second, go ahead and write that down. You can pause the video if I go too fast on any of these. First thing is I do any grouping. This is a grouping. This is not a grouping. This is just separating the adding and the negative sign. This is not a grouping. So this is a grouping. Negative 36 divided by 9 gives me negative 4. I just write the rest of the problem. So the negative 4 plus negative 14 would be negative 18, and I circle my answer. Go ahead. Well, actually, let's do this one together. Go ahead and write that. Again, I do grouping first. Negative 4 times negative 3 gives me positive 12. This is important. I understand this is not multiplication. If there were parentheses here, that would change it to multiplication. The way it's written, there's only one choice, and that is it has to be subtraction. So this is minus 20. And that would give me negative 8. We said you no longer have to show the adding the opposite step. Number 3. This is a tough problem. This is the toughest one that we're doing today. Maybe put a star next to this one. Let me get rid of this so I can go down here. All right. Read the problem to yourself. Negative 8 minus 24 divided by negative 4 times 2 minus 3. There are no grouping in here. This is all just one operation at a time. We have subtraction, we have division, we have multiplication, we have minus, we have a negative here, but that's not a grouping. My first step is the division. So that's got to be first. So I have negative 8 minus, now what am I dividing? I'm dividing 24, so I have the minus sign. So now I'm dividing positive 24 divided by negative 4 gives me negative 6. I'm going to put that in parentheses just to separate that from the subtraction. Keep going. So I did this part, so then I have times 2. I'm going to put that in parentheses because it's multiplication. It's the same thing. Minus 2. What's next? The next is the multiplication. So I'm going to just bring down the negative 8, the minus. Now I'm multiplying negative 6 times positive 2. Negative 6 times positive 2 gives me negative 12. And then minus 2. This is the one part we said we don't want to write two signs, a minus and negative. I'm going to, once I have just a single number there, I can't do it with like when I have more than one part. But when I have a single number, it's minus a negative 12. This would become negative 8 plus 12 minus 2. Negative 8 plus 12 gives me 4 minus 2. Oh, did I write that wrong? I'm sorry. My fault the whole way through. This was a minus 3. I'm sorry if it confused you. I'm just worrying about my technology and everything else going on. This should have been the whole time through. I apologize if I confused you. This was just minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. So it's negative 8 plus 12 is 4, 4 minus 3, and that gives me 1. The last one, not the last problem, but the last one of this type, I will pause the video, go ahead and do it, pick the right answer. I have two grouping symbols here. I do this grouping, then I do this grouping. I can't distribute this negative. I can't do like minus and negative. It doesn't work that way when I have a grouping. I have to do the grouping first. -4 minus 6. Again, I lost 4, and then I lose 6 more. I really add those two values. This is really the same as 4 plus 6. Gives me 10, but I know my answer is negative. I don't need the grouping anymore because I've evaluated that minus. So here I have -11 plus 7, but the plus 7 isn't as big. It doesn't get me back past 0. So what I'm really doing here is 11 minus 7. When they have different signs, I'm really subtracting. But my answer is negative because the 11 is bigger than the 7. And the 11 is bigger than the 7, so I take that sign. So this is minus, so this would be 4. 11 minus 7 is 4. -11 plus 7 would be -4. Just like we did, so I have -10 plus 4 minus a negative is plus. My final answer here should be -6. The last problem we'll do today. Yesterday we started this. We said write an expression. That means the answer is not the whole, everything we're looking for. So I want to write the algebraic expression or the arithmetic expression. In this case, I don't have any variables. So the difference means I have to show a subtraction sign. So I'm subtracting. What am I subtracting? I'm subtracting 3 and -10. So I get 3 minus -10. So now I have 3 minus -10. It's just so now I'm going to subtract here. I do need to see the difference. I need to see the subtraction. So this turns into minus a negative is 3 plus 10, and then 3 plus 10 would be 13. One of the most important parts of this is this first line. I do need to see the original expression. That's what the directions say. Write the expression and then solve. So 3 minus -10 is your first step. Your homework is posted. Again, I'll be back. We'll be back live tomorrow. Our quiz is Friday. The answer key. So you have one of those really funny puzzle sheets. It's called Cupid. The worksheet is there. I also posted an answer key, so make sure you take a look at that. Have a great day.